Hey, and welcome to the next Cities Skylines, the realistic building tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to build a wildlife overpass over a highway. It works on other roads or tracks as well, so stay tuned. And if you're new to the channel and like what you see, make sure to leave a like and a comment to let me know that you want to see more. And subscribe to not miss out on future videos. If you want to follow along, the link to the mod collection is in the description. Now let's get to it. Alright, I built this little highway with the barrier in the middle and a fence lining it to prevent wildlife running onto it. And I already cleaned some trees out so we have space to build. Of course you can build that crossing or overpass wherever you want. This is just an example to show you how I would do it on this kind of setup. And if you think now, hold a minute, your map looks different than mine, so if you want to have a more realistic look in your game, I got a tutorial on that as well. Check the description for that. So I picked this 4-lane 2-way highway as bridge. I want to make sure it has no lights and it has no road decoration. Everything else doesn't really matter, since we will cover the road up anyways with some grass. And just for reference, these fences are 2 units away from the road. And I want to cross here, and from here to there are 12 units. It also works if you have different widths and lengths there, but if you want to copy it 1-to-1, that's how you would do it. So now make sure anarchy is on, snapping for now off, bending off, and collision is off. So now we go on elevated, go for about 9 meters. If you got lights on your highway or on your road, you might want to build that higher so the lights don't clip through the bottom of the bridge. So now I go as close as I can get, which is there, to the other side. Let's rotate it a bit so we can see better, which is there. Is it right? Maybe let's get rid of the road guidelines for a second. Yeah, that's right. It's 4 units. Doing that. Why did it add a light? I just told it not to. Let's upgrade. There we go. That is sometimes a little bit glitchy, I don't know why, but I hope that will be fixed soon. The network skins mod is a little bit dated by now. Go straight again. Snapping on. And we go for, I don't know, 10. Yeah, 10 should be fine. Go down to 0. Come on, go down to 0. Same on the other side. Go down to 0 at 10 units. And now, snapping off to ground and road guidelines back on. Then we go 1 unit to here, snapping on, connect. Same on the other side, snapping off, 1 unit. Because if we don't turn snapping off, it will either go there or 3 units out. And we want it as close as possible to that node. So off, 1 unit. On, so it connects, and there we go. And since animals don't own cars, we want to give them something better to walk on. So go to search, find it, custom, networks, and surface. Oh, I think 23 is too wide. Yes, so let's go for the 16. Get a nice top-down view. So there is the node, there's a node, there's a node, and there's a node of the bridge. These three are underneath. We ignore them. So we go here, go to the first node, and then go down a bit. So we conserve that node. Then we go... Yeah, let's go to 3 units here. Then from here we go down as well to conserve that node. To the guideline of that node. Also going down to keep the node. Here and down. And 3 units out. Now with the bulldozer we can remove that, and that. I don't know, it's hard to see, but now we got a network of grass here. And by the way, I work on completely flat ground here, so if you work on not flat terrain, you might need to fiddle around a little bit more with what we are about to do, but that's no problem. You can do it. Now move it, select that node and that node by holding shift and go to toolbox, hide tools, to object hide, and we pick either that or that node. So now we can already see better since that's elevated and casting a shadow. Now we grab all of the nodes. We can use the marquee tool, go with nodes, open the filters, and that should be others, right? Yeah, that's others, so it doesn't select our road nodes. Now let's move it and hold Alt. So it does snap to nodes, as you can see. Snap, snap. We wanna let it snap here. Let go. And that looks weird, right? Yes, it does. So now we need to fiddle a little bit to make that look correct. So grab that node, hold Alt, move it out a bit, grab that node, hold Alt, so we're moving in a straight line, and move it back a bit to about there. Until we get to there. Oh no, there. I forgot to hide the arrows. So go back into the road menu. Use the picker. Oh, use the picker. Why is the picker not working? Oh dear. Let's use the picker. Come on. Use it. Looks like the network skills picker is broken, so let's pick the road manually. Yeah, we got that. Go to road decoration and hide arrows. Is that the right road? Yeah, that's the right road. Elevate it. Hide road signs. Just hide everything. We don't want to have anything on that. And upgrade the road again. What? Why is it? Oh, come on, game. You are trolling me today. It's set to no. None. Yeah, like that. Good. That's what we want. Now back to the... Move it. So move that out a bit. Then move that out a bit until everything is covered. like that. Good, perfect. Well, almost. Of course, we don't need that side here, so let's grab all the nodes. Get a bit closer and start moving that over. We need to be careful here, so it's not sticking out the other side and we don't move it into the wrong direction. Like so. No, not quite. Now there's a gap on the other side. But it's okay, we can fix that. That looks right. So no gaps anywhere. Whoop, what was that? And now Control C to make a copy. Just place it somewhere. Right click. And now do the same with that side. Move it until it fits and doesn't stick out on the side. Come on, a little bit, and come on, like that? No, a little bit more. Good. That looks pretty good. Now we got a bridge with grass on it. Doesn't it look beautiful? Well, back into find it again. We are looking for a wall. This nice sound barrier will do. Because we want to prevent the wildlife from jumping off the bridge. Also, we don't want them to get scared by the traffic. So we're using the guidelines of the bridge. If we can get this like so. And go from there to there. Back to move it. Grab both nodes. Left click, shift left click. And to object height. Come on, let me move you to about there. See, it shows us this little dot. That's the middle between both selections. We want to aim with that in the middle of the road, which is here, the barrier. The height is not completely right here, so page up a bit to about there. Then Control C to copy that, just place it somewhere, right click to deselect and then move that into the middle as well. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but the closer the better. Back in find it, grab the wall again and connect it from here to, well, go straight to there. Good. Move it. Grab that node. What? Grab that node. Oh, we need to select fence in the filter. So we only get that node. And page up to about there. And now repeat that 3 more times on the other sides. Which leaves us with that. And it already looks pretty good, if I say so myself. So the next step is more optional, but it makes it look much nicer. We are using this good old concrete retaining wall. We're going one out using the node of the fence here. Go one over to one out here as well. To there. Good. Go in that direction using the fence node as guideline 2. On that side as well. And stick it out here a little bit. Doesn't matter how far. Let's go with 3 units. That's fine. And move it. Make sure we have nodes selected, and in the filter only fences. Is it a fence? Yeah, that counts as fence. Grab that node. Shift. Grab that node. Oh, maybe these other nodes as well. Using the height tool again to object height, and we're going for, we need to add roads, so we set it to that height. It's too high, but no problem. Page down until we are below the grass. Now grab the wall again, go on the other side, make sure we're using the fence node as guideline here. To there, 3 out. Same on the other side. Come on, to there. Connect that. I know that's weird right now, but it will make sense, I promise. And move that all the way over there to the fence node. It's sometimes a little bit tricky with all these nodes, but with the right angle, we get it done. Good. Back to move it again. Grab these 2 nodes, these 2 nodes, to object height, that. Good. Now we grab only that node, hold Alt, and move that in. Make sure we're using that green guideline here. To about in the middle there. Good. That is weird bendy now, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So do the same on the other side, to the middle of the barrier or fence, or however you want to call it. Same on the other side. Over to the middle. Come on. To there. Do the same again here. Come on. Stay with the guideline. A little bit. So now we grab the end bits. Nope, only that one and that one. And make sure they are all on the same height. Good, they are. And page down, page down. One more up. Good. So they are pretty much with the top on ground level. Same on the other side. Select that, select that. To object height of the other one. Good. Now grab that node, hold Alt until we get that to a straight guideline, so it only moves straight in one on the other direction. And put it under here. And repeat that with the other ones. Good. Now we can simply get rid of that. That will be a bit harder to delete. But be careful, so you don't delete anything you don't want to delete. You want to get rid of that, that, and that. Come on, let me select you. That, and not that one, that one. Nope, was the wrong one. But no problem. Come on. Let me delete that metal section. Good. I'll simply use the picker to grab that fence again, or that fence. And connect that from here to there. Which, nope. Okay, I have to do that again. That's why I need to be careful. Alright, now that is sorted. Now we can grab pylons under there and delete them, because we don't need them. So now it looks a little bit weird that there's grass under the bridge. That's not realistic. So let's look for concrete. Question mark? No. Is it called pavement? Pavement. Yeah, there we go. The 4x4. Let's just put that somewhere like that. So we got 2 nodes. Good. Grab these 2. One goes on that side, one goes on the other side. Let's line that up a bit better with this side of the road. Yeah, that looks fine. Do the same here. Select both nodes, Ctrl C, place it here, deselect, and do the same on that side. Yep, that is looking good. And I always dislike these weird dips at the end of bridges, so we could use some grass to cover that up as well. Maybe 8? No, let's go with a big one. Go from here on the other side, and the same there. That's still a little bit of a dip, but no problem. Select the nodes. Good, nice. Now let's grab the picker and get the fence. We want 2 nodes. I'll go out here, out there. Grab one of the nodes, which we want to have, and right at the corner here, like that. So the wildlife is guided along the fence to the crossing. And now repeat that with the other 3 fences as well. And that will leave us with that. All the fences are guiding the wildlife to the crossing so they can pass over. Now back to find it. Now we need some barrier. I want to use this guardrail. If a car or truck loses control, they could easily smash into that wall, which would be quite deadly, of course. So we want to add some of these guardrails, or barriers, or whatever you want. I prefer these guardrails. Oh, and by the way, whatever you want to use on top of the bridge, make sure that network is not conforming to the ground, otherwise you can't elevate them. That's why I picked this sound barrier that can be elevated. Anyways, let's disable all of the snapping options and go to about here and move all the way to the other side. Same from here. All the way to the other side. Of course, there's never 100% safety. If you're unlucky, you hit right the gap here and smash into the wall. But that's life. If you're unlucky, you're unlucky. And I'm sorry for you. Good, now we wanna put a little bit of greenery on top here. And with the new feature, or vanilla feature of replacing trees on networks, we can't place directly on it. But we couldn't do that anyway since prop and tree snapping doesn't work on top of networks, sadly. So I want to grab that and maybe a bush. Yeah, let's go with that bush. And then we use move it. That, double click on here. We don't need that, we only want trees, so grab them all to object height. Oh, node, and pick one of the grass nodes. Good, so now we got the floaty tree and the floaty bush. Gonna start with the bushes. Control C, and then I will line out all the way. Of course, if you wanna put something on the slopes here, you need to use page up or page down to align it with the height. And that's what I came up with. So in the middle there is a clear path for the bigger animals, and the small animals like rabbits or something like that, they can hide in bushes and walk along that way and feel safe. Now I just need to grab my tree brush, maybe make it a tiny bit smaller and fill back in the trees. Let me take them out again. They are a little bit too close to the road here. They are fine. They are all fine. And maybe a little tip. You might think now, okay, that's quite the effort for such a thing. And if I want to build more than one, that might be quite the pain and so much time you put into that. But Move It has a nice feature. You could just select that part, probably before you add back the tree back in, and then use this nice export selection feature, where you can save that, add a name, export, and on the same menu with import, you can import it again and place it somewhere else. So you only have to build it once and use it as often as you want. So I hope you learned something today and enjoyed watching the tutorial. If you want to see more of these, there is an entire playlist in the description. And I also take requests. So let me know in the comments. And like to let me know that you want to see more. Also subscribe to not miss any future videos. I would love to see what you built, so you can tag me on Twitter or even join my Discord and show your screenshots. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you're having a great day, and I see you next time. Bye bye!